Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasan427. Today, what we're actually going to be talking about is Ultimate Spider-Man, the death of Spider-Man. And this is the Omnibus. This is basically Volume 5 of the Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus series, even though it doesn't have that label on it. And we're actually getting a Volume 5. I don't know what's going to be collected in it. It's pretty much probably going to have most of this, but just be different. This Ultimate Spider-Man. I had to get this cover from Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben died, and he was going to get his death as well. This was set up Miles Morales. You get Bendis in here, Miller, Bocelli, Yu, and Bagley. All people I'm pretty much a fan of. Marvel Omnibus, Death of Ultimate Spider-Man. So you get Peter Parker right there. Here's the back of it. It's not a thick omnibus. It is retail for $100, but we are getting the Volume 5. Now, what I believe is that they're going to collect 150 to 160. And they're going to collect Ultimate Comics Fallout, but they're going to leave out this Ultimate Comics Avengers vs. New Ultimates. I think they're going to leave that out and then add, I don't know what else they can add to it, but that's what I think they'll do. And then this one actually has issue 15, so this actually doesn't map up with Volume 4, but it's the continuation of it. And once you have this, you pretty much don't need Volume 5, but we're going to get a Volume 5. You see a gut-wrenching showcase of emotional drama. Like I said, this collects Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 15, the renumbering 150 to 160. So it only lasted 15 issues, then they renumbered. Ultimate Comics Avengers vs. New Ultimates number 1 through 6, and Ultimate Comics Fallout number 1 through 6, which actually introduced Miles Morales. But actually opening this up, getting into the book. And this is actually when Mark Bagley actually returned to the book. You see, looking at the creators and stuff like that. And then you actually can see this part of it. It's by Bagley. But this is when he actually returned to the book, because he actually left it. And this is the ending of Peter Parker, Brian Michael Bendis story. And then it went into Miles Morales and stuff. But you see, this is the read-up right here. You get all of the creators. But yeah, can't wait to actually get into this book. And I'm actually on Volume 4. So I got one more book, and then I can actually get into this right here. Just want to show this off. So you get really cool artwork right here. You get all pretty much throughout the whole book. You get Bocelli, you get Lionel Francis, Yu, and Mark Bagley. I mean, you can't really beat those people, like some of the top artists out there. And I'm gonna get LaFuente in this as well. So this is just really awesome. You get a lot of Avengers in this, because what this is supposed to be is an event book. Now, it's really not. It's really Volume 5, but that's the reason they're considering that. So if you look at like some X-Men books, you'll be like, wait a minute, that collects that already, but then they count it as an event book. So technically we haven't got Volume 5. This is just an event book. So technically, I kind of didn't, because they're coming out with Volume 5, they kind of didn't need this. But depending on what it collects, maybe I'll just have all of them, because I'm a huge Ultimate Spider-Man fan. So, and this is actually the Avengers versus New Ultimates and stuff like that by Lionel Francis, Yu, Mark Miller. You get some Mark Miller stuff in here. More great artwork in here. And then you actually get the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man right here by Bagley, because he actually came back. It was like the end of the character, so Bagley should actually come back, and he should send them off into the new one, Spider-Man and stuff like that. Because I want to say he did Ultimate Comics Fallout as well. I know he did the covers for it, but I don't know if he did everything for it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really, really cool. This took the Ultimate Universe into a new direction. This is basically the last years of it, to be completely honest. And then you actually get Ultimate Comics. Let me find that cover. Awesome artwork in here as well. If I could just find the cover of it. But you get the funeral for Spider-Man, which is super cool. And stuff like that. Get the X-Men in here. Ultimate Comics Fallout number 3. That's super cool. So yeah, it's like you get various artists with this Ultimate Comics Fallout and stuff like that. And I believe that's the Black Hulk right there. But you see, this is the second print. This is the first print. They didn't really show who he actually was. Miles Morales right here. One of the main key issues today. And this is the introduction to him. I believe this is him right here. But that's his first appearance. His first series is the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, which is different than his first appearance. And then you get some really awesome variants. So this one, they really was starting variants. You see in the older ones, you really get like a couple variants, but you really don't really get that many. But this is really when they were starting variants. You get Brian Hitch one, awesome. A Frank Cho. You got another Brian Hitch. Frank Cho again. Brian Hitch. You see, they were pretty much only doing it for Ultimate Comics Avengers versus New Ultimates. I don't even see any for the Spider-Man, but here goes 159 by Frank Cho. Then you get some wraparound covers. And then you get some sketches and stuff like Francis Process sketches. Then you get some really, really cool stuff in here. The last series of Ultimate, well, technically not, because this is just an event book, but we're going to get more. But tell me your thoughts in the comments section below. You think of this Ultimate Spider-Man Death of Ultimate, well, Ultimate Spider-Man Death of Spider-Man book right here. Once I read this, I can finally get into Miles Morales and start reading that, because I'll get the first one and the second one. I don't know if I'll get the Saladin Ahmed one. I'm not really a fan. But once I get into that, I'll start talking more about Miles Morales and what the omnibus I'll be getting and stuff like that. But like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.